today's cup of coffee?
Cup of coffee.
It is a matter of discussing something. I will leave a link to an article that kid has been very disturbed by.
Well, it's more so the fact that it was very disturbing, and then you said, yeah, we're not going to talk about it,
Well,
and then decided to.
I did, because I'm using it as an example. And this is about fantasy versus reality. Reality wins. Because the actual real world doesn't give a damn about somebody's fantasy and make-believe and pretend.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, this was spurred on, by reading the news all week. But, I mean, this was tragic. There's a lot of things that are going on that's tragic because reality wins.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in India, as far as monkeys, these are wild animals.
They've got a lot of monkeys.
And I do believe that the monkey in the picture, if I read it correctly, is the type of monkey that was at a local temple there. Children were playing near the temple.
Mm-hmm.
These are wild animals.
Kid got hurt killed by monkey.
Yeah. 10-year-old kid disemboweled. And that there had been 4 adults that had been attacked by a gang of these monkeys within 1 week.
Yeah. A lot of people get ambushed by those monkeys. A lot of people get assaulted by those monkeys. Those monkeys steal people's food out of their hands.
Right. And yet you've got people it's like, oh, look at the monkey. It's a monkey. It will chew your face off.
It will.
The initial
it's so cute in real life, and then reality sets in and it's deadly.
Absolutely, and that happens a lot. And that during this particular planetary alignment, you're seeing a lot of reality hit.
I've heard of them pulling their own intestines out of their ass.
You know, that is
other
true. There was a lady that I worked with her family and stuff, and that she had one particular type of monkey. She kept monkeys. And yes, there was problem. The guy that was the counselor before me, he warned me. He said, if the smell gets too bad, tell them that they need to clean. And it's like, yeah. Now, while I was working with them, it wasn't bad, but I also...
Did you see the monkeys?
Yeah, I saw the monkeys. Not up close and personal, but it was enough to where I'm going, yeah, it's in there. It's in there. They had several. But she did tell me that one monkey did have a problem with doing that, disemboweling itself.
Then that means put it with other monkeys.
Yes.
Put it back, give it to a zoo or something.
Yes, it needed to be someplace. These are not these are not domesticated animals.
Yeah. And they're not supposed to be domesticated.
No, not every animal is supposed to be, kept as a pet.
No, for real. Now hamsters. They're fine.
Those little guys.
They're harmless. They're completely just food in the wild.
Absolutely. That's their purpose, is for food in the wild. And so you're actually...
I know that's a stark contrast.
If that hamster, lives, a couple of years, because they don't have long lifespans.
5 years. That's the longest
one
can live, probably. I don't know. The 2 years is the longest lifespan from what I've read. But there have been some people that have had them for at least 5 years before.
Well, small animals like that, they don't usually have long lifespans, I don't think. Unless it's like a turtle.
Yeah.
Turtles were incredible.
Mm-hmm.
They are self-contained. They're truly
resilient.
Are. Yeah. But some of the other little animals and stuff, they're just not that's, and so you love them each and every day.
Yes.
Do that with people too.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as, there's a lot of people that have fantasies about a lot of things. And we're seeing those fantasies being cast down because a lot of them are just flat out delusions.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how much you want it to be so, how many other people want to buy into the delusion. That doesn't stop reality from happening at all. And we got a lot of people that they'd be sad right now because they found out that reality wins.
I mean, I ain't really sad. I didn't. Just like,
Well, it was, and I told him, I promised you, I said, I'm going to approach the subject in this context. I'm not going to go into deep, dark details of it because I can do that, because it led into this, Leo King several years back did a presentation. It was called Shattered Illusion. I think it
Shattered
was
Reality.
Shattered Reality. That's right. Thank you for correcting. I'm glad you remembered that. And yeah, because you've got a lot of people that there is their version of reality. How many times it's like, oh, this is my reality. This is my truth.
Yeah.
But that does not
Your
mean
truth
it
is not the truth.
Right. So we got a lot of people being sad right now.
Yeah.
And then they angry because they sad. And it's like, some of us were sitting here going, no, yeah, well, consequences. That's sort of what happens with some of these things.
Yep.
So if you have wild animals, enjoy them from a distance. Leave them in their natural habitat. Do not get out there and try to play with the damn grizzly bears and stuff like that. That's just flat out dumb.
Now, if they're wild guineas, go after them.
If it's a guinea, it'll run from you.
Yeah, go after it. If it's a chicken, if it's some wild bird, go after it.
Yeah, we were just talking to our buddy Omega, and he had a grandmother who raised pheasants.
Yeah, if it's a wild pheasant, guinea, whatever.
Yeah. She liked guineas too. I like guineas. Guineas are the Alfred Hitchcock of the bird world.
We need to get us some guineas.
We do. But it was just, like I said, this was just a little something, a little cup of coffee to start your day.
A little cup of more... what is the word?
It's
mortality, morbidness, cup of morbidness.
It's a cup of reality. That's why I like my black dark roast coffee.
Give me my give me my cowboy coffee, my candy coffee.
And it's like, deal with the reality. It's really not that bad. There are so many wonderful things in the world.
Yeah, for real.
TikTok is not the real world. Facebook is not the real world.
No, it's not.
A lot of these other shows and stuff that have edits out the ass, and they've got the ring lights and the $1,000 cameras
and the perfect Instagram feed and
all that stuff. That's make believe.
It literally is. It's fake. It's like that dude, the dude from the smoke shop that wore that shirt. Nobody gives a fuck about your fake reality on social media.
Love him.
Yeah,
I love Bo. He's wonderful. Mm-hmm. And it's like, that's true. And that is the thing about Kid and myself. If we've got like coughing fit or something, we'll edit. Sometimes if I'm trying to do a relatively serious news report and I have flubbed it horribly, I will edit because I'll do second takes. But other than that, this is it. This is what you get. This is us.
Yeah. Speaking of reality has set in for us as well. Possibly one reason I might be feeling sick and have been feeling sick for a while. Celiac disease.
Yeah, there's
a strong possibility.
Yeah. A lot of the symptoms that Kid is presenting suggest celiac disease.
Which is sad because I love my bread.
But you know what?
Bread.
And if it is that, and he's got to wait until December 5th to see a doctor and discuss this with her and stuff. And that would be a blessing to me because there's so many other things that could be so much worse. Celiac disease is just a matter of he's going to hate to have self-control.
You ain't stopping me from my pizza. Now that's one thing.
This
That will
is
be a
where- now,
luxury thing.
You can get gluten-free pizza.
It's not the same. It's not the same. It
No,
does not taste the same.
it's not the same, but it's better than being sick.
Yeah. Yeah, it is better than being sick.
So prayers for youngest kid, if you would, please. And if you all have celiac disease,
Y'all know where to get mung
know.
beans.
if you all have this and could give him some suggestions and stuff, have done a lot of research online, especially I think it's called celiac.org.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people that are having celiac disease, which causes malabsorption of nutrients.
It does.
You know,
Which
and
is
I
some
honestly
shit.
believe
Ain't that some shit?
I honestly believe that it's the GMOs and it's also the pesticides.
That too. Yeah.
You know, so I don't know. It could be. We'll have to wait and see.
Well, they also
but if I
blend in
get
flack.
Huh?
They also, I think it's flax seeds or something like that. They blend in some other type of thing that looks like wheat, but it's not wheat.
Right.
Into the wheat, and so we ain't supposed to be eating that anyway.
Oh,
so
that very well could be. That very well could be. Well, and we might try him if I get some of the Bob's Red Mill is a really good company. If you've ever used that, it has organic products and different things, and they've been around for a long time and are very trusted. I could get some of the organic wheat, but at this point that would be a later thing.
You got to even watch some of the organic wheats.
Yeah, you really do, because the wind blows. And all, the pesticides and the GMOs and all that stuff is carried on the wind.
But no joke, it looks pretty much like wheat, but it's not wheat.
Well,
Cows chew on it.
It's interesting because Scripture talks about the wheat and the tares. Ooh.
The wheat and the tares.
Yes, and the thing is that they grow up together and they look identical until it's time for harvest.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's just another example of tares being amongst the wheat.
Yep.
We're living out the biblical things here.
Yeah, we're living a lot of biblical times.
We are. But, reality...
I hate living in historical times.
you hit that one on the head. I mean, you really did. That one was great. So, yeah, just prayers for him, if you would, please. Find the wonderful things in reality.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least, and there's nothing wrong with fantasy except when you try to live it. And then, yeah. And it becomes a sharp, swift kick to the ass.
Or to the face.
Mm-hmm. To the faces, yeah.
To the face is a lot of us.
Yeah. So on some of that, those
Not
of
the
us
face.
that have been in reality, just sit back and watch it. It's going to happen. It needs to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Just be observant.
Yep.
Situationally aware all the time. Watch your surroundings. Best way to avoid a punch, don't be there.
Mm-hmm.
So, final thoughts, kids. Watch them damn monkeys.
Monkey.
I don't like any kind of anything that flings shit. Now, I'm sorry. Everybody's got their standards
I
and
like to watch
boundaries.
those videos of the monkeys in the diapers. The monkeys that some people have as pets and they have diapers on them.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are cute.
No.
And I watch them.
No.
And I'm like, I would never have one, but I like to watch them.
Yeah, no.
I like to watch them play around and then just, yeah.
Burbs. I like the burbs outside.
Birds.
I do not like birds inside. I don't like to see birds in cages.
I like birds outside.
There's something about that is just so abnormal.
It's mostly their tweeting and their
They're
voices,
frenetic.
Their voices inside the house. It's just it's like
Piercing.
nails on a chalkboard to me.
It's piercing.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
no. If you got a bird, get it the fuck out of the house.
Yeah. Had
No.
a green cheeked conure that belonged to oldest kid there for a while. Hated that thing. Hated it.
I don't hate birds. I just
I hated
I hate
it.
the frequency inside the house.
Yeah. they're not supposed to be inside in cages.
No.
You know, if you want to watch a bird, either go out in nature and find it, or there's some people that is their job as far as nature photography. Watch the videos.
Lovebirds are beautiful, though.
Yeah, well, some of them are, yeah, like I said, there's something that is, it just, I don't know. It does something to me on a spirit level to see a bird in a cage.
I mean, it's not supposed to be. It's not right. It's
No.
like, that's like jail for the bird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's the same thing that happens when you put a light color on a small child and tell them to stay clean.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
No. Don't do that. Let them have play clothes. Let them go out and roll in the mud.
Now,
They need that.
Now, there are some creatures that actually don't mind being in captivity. For example, cats.
Cats own us.
Hamsters
They
don't
got a
mind
good
it.
gig going.
Hamsters don't mind it, but you got to take them out of their cage once in a while to let them have free roaming time.
Yeah.
Or as free as it can be. Rats need to be out of their cage once in a while, but most of the time they don't mind it.
Right.
As long as it's kept clean and nice, they don't mind it.
Right. We have companion animals, but as far as some of these other ones, if you do work around wild animals, never get overly, comfortable with them.
That's even like the people with the lions and the tigers and shit like that.
Right.
No, don't fuck with that.
No.
Same with the panthers. That's a big ass cat.
Well, let's put it like
will eat
this.
your face.
Even with the domestic animals, that is still an animal, and animals do what they do.
Yeah.
And, so reality, it's here to stay.
Mm-hmm.
When all else fails, the truth will shine through. The truth will stand while the world's on fire.
Yes.
So that was your final thoughts, kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you've had experiences with paranormal or supernatural encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, monkeys, I hope you haven't experienced the monkeys.
I've not seen a monkey in real life.
Send us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. I will put a link to the article about the child. God love them. And
It's graphic content.
It is graphic content. That's the reason we didn't go in. It really wasn't that graphic. It was just
Shocking.
sad. It could have been it's like, don't let your children play near wild animals.
They got monkeys all over there in India.
Yeah. Anyhow. So, there's your cue.
If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. Thank you all, and have a good.
Know that you're loved.
Yes.
And we know that our crew has sense and understands reality, or they wouldn't be here.
Mm-hmm.
Because the other ones, the ones that's in a fantasy land, truly, they don't stay long.
No.
They
don't. I mean, this is hard truth here in this channel.
Our pirates are hardcore because they never know when they're going to be called on to go into the hull and deal with the rats.
Can I get a little soft core?
Anyhow, you are very loved.
Like the space cores and Portal. Can I get one of those?
No, not today. Know that you're very loved, and Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup. Bye.
Okay, bye.